Okay, here we have a Wilwood brake system we just converted over, and this is the rear. And people with the emergency brake systems I see are posting and having problems. They don't really like the car emergency kit because you have to buy the whole system, and here we have a conventional setup. This is what used to be set up to go to. You had to come through and the ball just kind of sat right here. So now we came up with, we found these car makes, and they call them for the Ford Explorer, but the back will fit inside. I don't know if I can get the inside here or not. The little hook, see that this little hook here, this has to set on, and once it sets on there, that'll help hold your emergency cables. So these don't have a slot in them, so I've come up with the idea that if we slot it, we can put it back on the cable, and before cutting it too wide, I spread it first to try to make a tight fit for the cable, and then I could still have time and push it back to make sure that it doesn't come apart. And then once you get that, this part here will actually sit in the rest stop there that they have, and this will hook right to your emergency cable that you need to hook to. And it's a simple solution for 30 bucks versus to buy a whole cable system. Of course, I had disc on this before, and this emergency brake cables are from the Right Stuff emergency brake cable system, that if you didn't have any emergency brake cables, if you need, these seem to work out good. And this is my 69 Nova, which is basically like Camaros and stuff, but this is a simple solution, and hope it helps. Present. Okay, now I'm just showing you how I cut it with a cut wheel, and once we get it cut, kind of evened out a little bit, I get the width of the cut wheel, cut a little more, grind it, open it a little bit, and then we'll close it back once we put the cable in it. But that way, if you don't grind it all the way the width of the cable, that way you have a little less that you have to bend it, and I think this will work fine. And we'll just come in here and grind the side a little bit. Alright, and now we're going to spread it a little bit, enough to get the cable in it. Okay, now we're going to spread it just a little bit to give it a little more room for your cable to go in. And depending on the width of your cable, it should be probably close to what I have. And then we'll check it. If we need to notch it a little bit more down here, we will. And then you got, at least when you leave the meat up there, you can close it up, and it won't pop out. Though it is a snug fit when it goes in anyhow, so this should be fine. I'm going to try it. Here we're trying it out to see if the cable will fit. I'm trying to keep it as tight as I can, so it's a good snug fit. Just working it in there. Yeah, we might need to go back to the grinder wheel a little bit. Alright, I went back, just took a hair off inside here, and because I do want a snug fit, and as we put it in there, you'll see, and it clicks, and then it's still free. Just make sure you get rid of any burrs that you might have. Not that it should affect it once it's in the hole for it. Now I'm going to just get some channel locks and close this up just a scooch so the cable can't happen to fall out. I'm going to squeeze it up here a little bit. There we go. Just kind of make sure this is back to what you'll need. I don't see any problems with that. Okay, here we're trying to show you, it's very hard underneath the car here, But here is the cable that we clicked on, the little bracket, and here's your little catch for your cable end, and that's just to help show you, and I hope I helped people out.